In recent weeks, there have been some really heartbreaking stories that highlight some of the really terrible things that are happening to our young people. You know, what keeps bugging my mind are these two stories that relate to the two teenage girls who were found dead and they were pregnant. I won't get into who did what and what, you know, but what I want to highlight is that there are some issues that these stories bring to the fore that we need to really look at as a nation if we want to protect our children going forward. Now, many of us also are, you know, we're cast remarks, as we say in Jamaica, and we don't really think through the issues the way we should. No, we're talking about the girl them fault. Some of us are talking about the girl them fault and them this and them that and them go like them a woman. But let's start at the beginning. These are children. Yes? Understand what happens when you're a teenager. You're caught somewhere between a child and an adult. You're confused. You start dealing with your raging hormones. You don't know which part to put them. You don't know what to do with them. Yes? Some of them don't have parental support. Some of them don't have that love, that sense of self. You know, a healthy self-esteem. Some people lack that. And guess what? With all of those deficits, you have them look a creature you walk on 2 foot. Them say they look up at them where already a struggle for find themselves, already a struggle for understand what going on in them life and how to fit in everything. And them come on the scene, them start talk outside of something in them ears, and before you know it, the children get caught up in things that are not for children. Here are some of the main issues that we have to contend with. Number 1. Parenting. Many of these children are the products of teenage pregnancy. So here it is that their parents were forced to grow up. So they weren't taught how to become parents. And let me just say this: the ability, the physical or the biological capacity to bring forth a child does not make you a parent. Parenting skills must be taught. We must share them, must learn them. Some other issues to consider. One of them that we have to look square in the face is poverty. People need to eat. And unfortunately, some of these parents don't realize that their children are not, them on a currency. Is at a barter system where them give them girls and them get money from these pedophiles. But the truth is, this is a situation for many young children going to school. No wonder some of them can't even produce good grades at school. Some of them are sleeping in a class because their parents are using them. Yes? The parents are prostituting them then. Put it that way. Then there's the other issue of what happens on the public transportation system. Look, it's like some doctor no feel say them can conduct pan bus and collect money and go home without the people in school picnic. I don't even know how to sum it up, but this is a big issue that we have to contend with. Some of these public transportation operators, them need to leave people picnic alone. So this is one danger that we have to contend with as well. And let me just say that I'm not speaking specifically to these two issues because I don't know what happened in any of them. What I'm talking about are general principles that we need to look at, things that we need to be aware of. To build more on the public transportation system, there's the issue of, you know, some children live far, so they have to get up very early in the morning to get the bus by a certain time so they can be at school in good time. And, you know, parents want to know that their children have good records. Good parents want to know that they have good records. But it goes more than just getting on the bus on time, whatever. There's a safety. Parents, some of you can get up out of the bed. You know, I remember when Miss Tiny used to follow me when I was doing my master's. Big, old, tough woman like me. I got bus stop in the early morning and Miss Tiny wake up out of her bed and walk with me to bus stop to make sure I'm safe. No, I should be able to take care of myself. But she thought that, look, you know, things don't run so right, so I might need somebody else to walk with me to bus stop. Parents, if it is that you have to get up out of your bed, get up out of your bed, walk with your daughters, take them to school, and dare I say walk with your sons too, because they too are very, very vulnerable. We have to take the care and protection of our children very, very seriously. We can't leave it to chance anymore because we have, like I said, we have some creatures out there. We're not stopping nothing to destroy the future of Jamaica, and we have to stop it. We have to stem it somewhere.